Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. You better try Jesus before you try me. Before this video even starts, I want to apologize for being dusty in the following clips. It was 6 o'clock in the morning and your boy was trying to record this and get out the door. It is about 6:17 right now. Summer's over. Yes, today is my first day back at work. No students today, but we are headed in for meetings, professional development, planning, all that. I had been meaning to hop in front of the camera and record something. I had a few different topics going on in my mind, a few different things I had planned out, and I sat down yesterday and I was just like, you know what? I'm either not ready to do this or I don't want to do this topic. So I ended up putting a lot of stuff on the back burner that I was just like, I'm gonna let that marinate for a little bit. Be patient with yourself. Like sometimes we get in such a rush to do something, accomplish something, or just do something. We don't take the time to assess what time we actually need to do it and do it effectively. Because I'm gonna do something that's gonna be done right. So yeah, like I was saying, I am about to get ready for work. Today is a casual day, so I don't have to like dress up. So yes, peace. Oh, should I shave? But I will say this about one of the topics that I was considering making a video about. Set boundaries, whether that's between you and your friends, you in school, you in your workplace, you and your family, like lay them down and stand firm to them. Like I've learned, you really have to have you just have to have a line in life. Like there's just an imaginary line, and some people know there's a line, and some people don't know there's a line. That's why we have to talk about the line. We'll take you and your neighbor. You both are building your house and didn't put a fence around your backyard. Obviously there's a property line. Like, there's a property line. And there may not be a fence there. Homeowner number 1 knows where the line is, and homeowner number 2 knows where the line is because it's their property. You have to think about your emotions, your safety. You have to think about that. That's what you have. That's what directly affects you and all that you do. You have to draw those lines and choose what in life you will accept and what you won't accept. I think this is becoming that video, so we'll see. Okay, I gotta get dressed. So
3 weeks later.
And the real starting point for creating boundaries with other people is being able to create boundaries within yourself. The other day, actually, I responded to one of my friend's Instagram stories, and he had a question posed, and he was like, what are you manifesting today? And I had to sit there and think on it a little bit. The words I chose were consistency, organization, and clarity. And he shared my response, but he tagged a video along with it. And I'm going to include that here.
But at the end of the day, the life you lead, honest to God, I don't care what your issue is. I don't care if it's a restraining order. I don't care if it's baby mama drama. I don't care if it's your kids is cutting up, whatever it is. It all goes back to self-love. Do you love yourself enough to live your best life? And that's really where it starts.
Did y'all see Niecy preaching? Niecy's preaching. Preach, Niece! Okay. Y'all see Niecy preaching? Somebody go ahead and pass collection plate because this lady is preaching. I really just thought it was great that he just happened to share my response with that video of Niecy Nash. Just for the simple fact that a few weeks ago, I was just doing some thinking, and a lot of the stuff that I was thinking about boiled down to self-love, and how a lot of the things that we are desiring in life, we have to look inside of ourselves for it first, if that makes sense. Like, just tying it back to what I said earlier, if you're trying to create boundaries between other people, between situations in life, employment and all of that, you got to be able to create boundaries within yourself. You got to be able to tell yourself no. You got to be able to tell yourself yes. You got to know where you lie within yourself. You got to know, I'm willing to go to the line, but I'm not willing to cross it. I'm definitely going to try to do the work to be more self-loving. And before I try to place certain expectations on someone else, we're just taught so much about loving other people, loving things, loving ideas, loving everything else outside of us. Why do we have to wait till we're adults, till we're grown, to know how to love ourselves? It doesn't have to be that way, but just how our society has built itself, a lot of adults just simply don't know how to love themselves. And that's a sad thought, because when you look at the world, we want so much love, and we don't even love ourselves. Don't even love ourselves, y'all. And I've been there. I mean, I know what it feels like to not love yourself. I'm so thankful that I love myself today, and like, even though there are things about myself that I don't necessarily like, but I'm learning to love and live with them. And honestly, it's not even our fault. It's not even the people that raised us' fault. We, as a society, and we've let each other down. At least that's how I feel. Might not be valid, might not be correct, but it's an opinion. Because a lot of the stuff we endure in childhood through grade school, middle school, high school, that messes with our minds. Like, people are cruel, and the minds of children are formable. So when children experience negative things and trauma, there are going to be some issues if that trauma is not dealt with appropriately. Listen, boundaries, they are important, especially as an adult. Like, I would say that's one of the main things about becoming an adult, is establishing boundaries, being able to manage your money, watching what you eat. And I feel like as you become an adult, boundaries are one of the most important things that we have. I feel like in adulthood, boundaries, that's what adulthood is shaped out of. You have to go to work. You have to maintain yourself a certain way to go to work. There are certain lines you can't cross, or you won't have a job. And you don't have a job, but you don't have money. Boundaries include being able to tell yourself to leave that man alone, leave that girl alone, leave them friends alone, put that drink down, put that smoke down, whatever else you got going on in your life, put it down. But yep, like I said before, I'm getting ready to hop back into the school year, which includes me setting boundaries even more. Setting boundaries with my students, setting boundaries with my co-workers, setting boundaries with parents, all of that. And again, setting boundaries within myself, making sure I'm planning appropriately, making sure I'm getting enough rest, making sure I'm not spending my money wildly. Boundaries. Get some. If you made it to the end of this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you can be one of the first people to know whenever I upload a new video. Oh, what was that? What was that?